Hello, Johnny London here once again, and today finally I'm getting out for a good old yomp. Now today's walk is a 9-mile circular walk, so you can pretty much start it wherever you like really, but I'm starting it here from Croxley station just to keep things simple, and of course anyone coming from London might choose to start here as well. Now I came by car today, the parking's not great, I parked over half a mile away, but I'm ready to go now, so let's get cracking. Details of my Croxley circular walk are available on the Outdoor Active website for free. So beginning from the station, I'll head east along the Watford Road. There's a parade of shops here if you need anything. Just to the right is Mill Lane. Let's take this and escape the traffic. Well, it didn't take long to leave all the hustle and bustle behind, did it? I've dived straight down this lane and this is taking me to somewhere I'm rather familiar with. Unfortunately, I first of all find mess and noise before some tranquility. Yes, well of course it's my old friend the Canal, this being the Grand Union, and of course I've cruised through here in my own boat in the past, and if you want to see anything about that then look on my other channel, Project Narrowboat. Now today's walk I'm not going to give you turn by turn directions, there's really no need. I'll put a link in the description which will take you to the page where you can find the walk. It used to be the View Ranger site, it's something else now, but that's free, you can get on there and you know, download the walk and do it like that. So for now I'm going to just enjoy the sights and the sounds and get yomping. This takes me down onto the towpath. Now when I was up north I did notice that the standard of the boats was generally very high indeed, very well kept and very expensive boats. I think a lot of people up there spend as much money on their boats as they do on their houses. The story's somewhat different as you move towards London. Now there certainly are some very nice glamorous boats here, very well kept boats, but there's also some very down at heel boats too. But the ones I'm interested in today, well that's the unusual. CRT want a word with him and him. A path just to the right of this splendid lock cottage will allow you to skip Rickmansworth town centre if you want to. Not many boats on the move today, but here's one for you. Moorings available here. Another route into the town, but I haven't tried this one. We'll continue along the canal a bit. As you can see, the Grand Union is home to boats of all kinds. I reckon this one would make it cross-channel. Maybe those tanks are full of booze. You could probably go to America in this one. Well, it's got a sail mast anyway. Or for the less adventurous, how about a nice house? Well, finally, it's the one I've been waiting for. Someone has successfully grafted a VW Terran onto a narrowboat. How and why, who knows? But I wonder if the owner can sit in there out of the rain, steering the boat with the steering wheel, using the wipers and listening to the radio. That boat is of course now very much filmed by all the vloggers, all the boat tubers that come through here. I saw it back in 2016 when I came through. Didn't have my vlogging set up then though, obviously, so getting a bit of it now for you. Lock 81 is all too familiar. Now, back in the day, I remember coming through this very lock and it had gotten completely dark by then. It was one of those cruises, it was the middle of winter, and you know, you think, oh, shall I stop there? No, maybe there'll be a better place a bit further on. Shall I stop there? Oh no, I'll just go a little bit further. And then suddenly you find it's all long-term moorers and you've just got to keep going. And I was presented with this lock. I remember scrabbling around, doing this in the pitch dark with the aid of my torch, and thankfully I found a mooring just the other side. There's a canal centre here and a trip boat. And here's where I moored back in the day. Well, today I'm going through Rickmansworth town centre. I want to pick up some nosh actually, but I'll put a slight variation to this route down in the description there. If you don't want to do the town, you can snick off the canal half a mile back and sort of scuttle round a very slightly different way. Good recycling place here. It's where I got my dining table. We'll negotiate a couple of roads and head into town. Nearly at the town now. What a place to put a bay window. Here's the high street. Do you know, it's years since I've been along here. Well, looks like they've got neither a Pret nor a Greggs, so next best thing I'll have to do. Well, all I could find was the Wenzels, and that looked alright, but I think they must have actually had one of those sort of special magnifying glasses at the counter, because the rolls look pretty big, but they're not. It's actually half the size of a Greggs, but that's alright because it's twice the price. I always feel just a little bit disappointed by Rickmansworth. I mean, don't get me wrong, it is a really nice little place, and there's lots of sort of great little properties around and about. You know, if you came here, you probably wouldn't be unhappy at all. But I don't know, I always just feel it's just sort of lacking something. You'll have come out here if you left the canal at Lock 80. We'll go under this bridge and along to this one. And over the bridge as we head out of Rickmansworth. Here I'm joining the Chess Valley Walk, where there's a church and a pavilion and grounds. The River Chess, not navigable. With my way clearly marked, I leave all traces of the town behind. Just need to cross Loudwater Lane. There we go. The thing I like about these just sort of outside London walks is I'm always amazed by how great the countryside is. It really is first class. And I'm also quite interested when I come through a little town or a little village. It sort of gives it a bit of perspective, even if sometimes things aren't all that nice or someone's chucked a load of rubbish or whatever. I still find it a very interesting journey. It's still quite some way away, but I can already hear the gentle roar of the M25. You're never far away from it really, are you? Remember to go right here. I mind the nettles as I go. I crossed Trout Stream Way. A horse in the distance. A house and its grounds. I often wonder how much all this sort of fencing must cost. Soon I'm at a crossways, but it's well signposted. This is the way for today. Ever get the feeling you're being watched? Well, I've actually been sort of hemmed in pretty much on both sides for a very long way now, but on the other hand, it's quite good how they keep all these little green strips and passageways open for people to use, and you know, it sort of connects everything up, and I'm certainly enjoying myself anyway. Nearly at the motorway now. This is the road over it. So now I'm just crossing the M25. Can't remember what the name of this road bridge is, but I can put it in the description if I remember. That's enough M25 for now. Well, I'm not complaining, because without these motorways none of us would be able to get to any of these places in the first place, would we? But it's good to get away from that. I like these little bridges. There's a great place to park if you want to start the walk from somewhere around here. Apart from that, but for me, I should carry on this way for now. You can always pause the video and read this if you want to. I'm at the high point of the walk, literally. That's the Chess Valley. Holy Cross Church. Some nice cottages and another. Well, I feel like I haven't said anything for ages. I'm just really at the heights of the Chilterns now, and basically just enjoying the view and the peace. It's not long before I'm near the M25 again. In fact, this is the bridge back across it. Peace once again. Not up there, along here. I never really like going through people's farmyards, but it's quite clearly signposted, which is good. I think they got sort of like a few little businesses going here. I soon leave the farmyard behind. Down here, I think. Johnny London. One N, and then one more N, and another one. These gates are a bit like doing locks when I was on the boat. Not for us, Sarat Lane. It's this way. I emerge onto Loudwater Lane. I'm at the green, Croxley Green. And I turn right here. Well, I was sort of on a bit of a road again for a while, but it's no hardship at all really. This is Croxley Green, and it's more than a green really. It's like a massive sort of series of common land bits. Very nice indeed. The weather's come out too as well, so I'm happy. It's left at these houses. Here we go. Just snuck off down a nice shady bit. This path takes me through Stone's Orchard. First blackberry of the year. Oh, a bit tart. Oh, a bit tart. Yeah, Croxley Green's the one, I reckon. Back into civilization. Some allotments, and the way ahead. Community Way leads me to a little alley. Well, I'm just going past the sort of recreation park thing now, and this should pop me out pretty much back where I started. This leads to Springfield Close. Winton Drive. And here I am, back at my starting point. Of course, all I've got to do now is walk back up to the car. See you next time.